Okay, this is Dave with All Things Pondered, and I thought I would share with you some pictures and the experience I had in Kiedrich, Germany, at a little wine village. There are two churches there, St. Valentinus Kirche and St. Michael TotenKapelle. TotenKapelle would be a death chapel or a place where they take the dead. And you can see inside the TotenKapelle was this Madonna that was made in the early 1500s. And what's interesting about this is you see the front side of her, but on the back side there's an identical face and body. So whether you were the priest giving the sermon at the front or inside the chapel looking as one of the worshippers, or in this case one of the mourners, you would see the same viewpoint of the Madonna and the baby. I thought that was very interesting. That Madonna was created by Peter Schro in the 1500s. And if we come down a little bit, you'll see a little placard here for the St. Michael's Capelle. And you can see the age of it, 1434, so obviously older than what we're used to seeing in the United States by far. And as you know, the joke is to a European 100 miles is a long way, to an American 100 years is a long time. If you've seen the perspective from both points of view, you'll understand the humor in that. Okay, let's move on. This is one of the tower. This is the St. Valentinus Tower, or one of the towers to that. Actually, no, I think this is the St. Michael's TotenKapelle. Now that I think about it, you can see the day was a little bit dreary. And this, I believe, is the St. Valentinus Church next door. There was a courtyard in between separating them, but it was obvious that the two churches were connected and served sort of in the same organization. And we have another perspective of the grounds. And this also, I believe, is St. Valentinus Church. It seems like the sun came out a little bit for this picture compared to the others. By the way, there'll be a link to this page underneath the video in case you want to come and look at the pictures more closely yourself. And here's yet another perspective. This one's a little different, as you can see on this tower perch here, a little more clearly. And this is one of the statuettes that was in the, or statuary that is in the courtyard between the two churches, or surrounding the two churches. There was a walled area. But this, I believe, was actually between the two. Very interesting, isn't it? Scroll down a little further. Here's some more. Very interesting scene depicting days gone by. And here's a picture of the Madonna a little further back that we showed you earlier as she hangs in the church from the ceiling. And again, it's the same face on both sides, so if you walked around to the other side, you would see the same Madonna figure and child. Again, that's carved out of wood, created by artist Peter Schro in the 1500s. Quite amazing. Here was some interesting wood carvings inside the TotenKapelle. Very interesting. The colors are quite vivid, I think, and nice. Exquisite. And here is another set of carvings within the same chapel. It's very interesting with the crown and the sword. You can see some of the stained glass. I'm not sure about the age of the stained glass. It may have been replaced at some point in time in the background there. Interesting stained glass. And here we see a close-up view of the Madonna and Child. And again, you can see these, there'll be a link underneath this video if you're on YouTube to find this page, and you can come and examine the rest of these photos at your leisure. This was a very funny item inside the TotenKapelle. So everything else is very serious, but there was this strange joker in the corner, and I thought that was quite interesting that that would be there. Quite out of character with the rest of the items in the church. Okay, so that is a picture review of St. Valentinus Kirche, which stands for church, and St. Michael TotenKapelle, which stands for death chapel, roughly translated, in Kiedrich, Germany. And again, if you'd like to see these videos up close, you can just click the link on the bottom if you're on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Shen Yun is a high-quality show coming to a city near you. I highly recommend it. Look for it, see it, enjoy it. Shen Yun. Dental health professionals tell us that gum disease is the #1 cause of tooth loss and affects 3 out of every 4 people. Get the book, What You Should Know About Gum Disease, and start to protect yourself and your family today.